Well, never nice to hear the sort of reaction from the crowd of an end of game that you've had tonight. Did you feel that was justified?
Well, we've lost the game 2-0, so yeah. And the performances lately haven't been good enough, so I feel the frustration. Myself personally on the pitch, I'm massively frustrated now. I got sent off there because I went back to me 5-6 years ago where I get 2 yellow cards there and get sent off because I'm that frustrated. But obviously got away with one maybe on the edge of the box, but sort of tried to keep my head a little bit and not get sent off and kill it even more for the team. Obviously being 2-0 down, but yeah. It's just...
What's the overall feeling in the dressing room there? I mean, are you all looking at yourselves and thinking about what can we do better?
Yeah, it's just sheer deflation, really. Things have got to change, and quickly. Not much was said in there, to be honest with you. Everyone was just down. More was said against Cheltenham, and more was said against Oldham by myself and a few of the senior lads. But as the gaffer said in there, I'm not sure what he said in the press, but it's similar to the broken record. So things need to change and change quick, as I've said.
I mean, the game itself, I mean, there were a few chances in the first half, and you feel at the moment you've got to get ahead in games because then the confidence goes a little bit and the frustration kicks in, not just from yourselves but more so from the fans as well. Yeah,
I think George had 2 great chances from the corners I put in. That just sums it up. I've had a little bit of a half chance where it broke to me in the box and the lads had a great block. Harvey Saunders had a chance late on there where he's gone through sort of one-on-one. We've had chances, but that's the story of our season so far, not taking them and getting punished the other end. So yeah, massively frustrating.
As well as anybody else with your experience, it's a results game, isn't it? And that's what you're going to be judged on at the end of the day.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you play or possession stats or any of the other stats that people come out with. It's winning games. Like obviously, if for any normal fan who's watched that game there and is a neutral and watch Wimbledon, is it nice to watch? Is it pretty? Did they dominate the game? No, not at all. They were very direct and scrappy, and obviously it worked for them, but I don't think they were scrappy with the 2 goals. They were just poor goals really from our point of view. So I think we dealt with their threats well overall with the long ball and the directness and the second balls. Thought Tom and George were brilliant back there, winning loads of headers, and me and 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬 were decent enough on the second balls. But yeah, it's just, I feel like I'm a broken record now. Yeah.
16 games in, I mean the table's settled down now, hasn't it? You find yourselves just 4 points above the bottom 2 at the moment. So at the moment the fans are seeing you drop down the league, rather than finding the consistency to push up.
I don't know whether that's a question.
Well, I just how do you change that round? I mean, apart from results, but on the pitch itself, as a team, what can you do better? Do you think? I know, you've talked about the missed chances this evening.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I'd be a manager probably. I'd be a manager if I could tell you what needs to change, but there is something massively that needs to change within the football club, all over training. Everything needs to change, otherwise it's just going to carry on the way it's going.
You've had your injuries, but I know confidence is a big thing for players, isn't it? When you get yourself on a run, perhaps the first touch is a bit better, you see something a little bit better on the pitch, the runs are a bit quicker, in front of you as well. Confidence is a difficult thing to gauge. How do you get that confidence back?
I'm probably not the right person to ask about that because it doesn't affect me. Fans getting on your back and booing and screaming and shouting, it doesn't affect me, it never has, to be honest with you. But we can talk about confidence, but then you've got a manager in there who's what are the right words to say here? Who will always back you. You've got a manager in there who will back you regardless of whether you're the best player on the pitch or you're the worst player on the pitch. And I've seen previous interviews that he's come out and done, and I don't know, as I said, I don't know what he said in this interview, but no matter what, he'll back the players. So what more confidence do you need there? Because I play for managers who will slaughter you in the changing room, and I've seen players go under. So confidence comes from within for me. And growing a set, if I'm allowed to say that on there, growing a set and standing up and being a man.
Yeah, and that's the most important thing, you think, in terms of just turning things around and moving the club up the table?
Yeah, you can't play football worrying about giving the ball away. Whether it's Sunday League, under-8s, professional Premier League, you can't play football thinking, I can't play the ball in there, because if I give it away, they might score. You can't play like that. Yeah. And that's, I'm not saying we are playing like that, but there is a little bit of a nervy edge to us, and you see if it's not going well, you see sort of a few going into the shells a little bit, and it can't happen. It can't happen at this level.
And the group of players there, you see that quality, and you just you know that this can be turned around and pretty quickly. Yeah, we've got a great. I know there's a few injuries in there, which is unfortunate for us, but I'm never one to blame injuries. We've got a great squad, as you've just said there, 20, 21, 22, whatever we've got. So whoever comes in and replaces people who are injured, like 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬 tonight, obviously come and filled in. I thought he played very well. I enjoyed playing in there with 𝗦𝗧𝗔𝗬. So lads who come in have got to take the ball by the horns and go out and prove themselves and say, no, this is my shirt, and show the gaffer and show the fans what they've got. And just finally, it's a week now to the next game. Morecambe here, they are a side below you at the moment, so a lot riding on that one.
Yeah, I don't want to say it's a bit early on in the season to be saying it's massive, and because I don't want to be down the bottom end of the table, so it's not massive for me. It's just another game. Whether the fans or the people might think that's a massive game because we're both down there at the minute, it's just another game for me. I don't see us being down there. I didn't see us being down there when I joined the football club, and I certainly don't want to see us being down there, so it's just another game for me.
If I mentioned Bristol Rovers, there was a time when Bristol Rovers were near the bottom of the table and ended up going up, so you know how quickly things can turn around. Yeah,
I said that in my last interview with you, I think. I'm not saying that one again.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time. Thanks for coming out, Sam, and hopefully we'll see you again with a smile on your face after a victory.
Definitely. Thanks very much.
Thank you.